Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of course, the Automotive News Roundup, and as I've mentioned a couple of times on the channel, it was my belief that Goodwood in 2020, the Festival of Speed in particular, would probably be either cancelled or delayed due to the current situation. And that is exactly what has happened. To the surprise of precisely no one, it's such a massive event with people from all over the world arriving, and even if you don't have flights coming in, it's still a whole lot of people in one place, very, very close to each other, which doesn't seem like a great idea at the moment. Even though it is generally late June, early July, that's still not far off from where we are now. It's a little bit too close for comfort. And with that in mind, the powers that be at Goodwood have sent out an email with a letter in it confirming this, that they are postponing the date to a later time in the year. They are hoping to still do it in 2020, and according to that email, they are hoping to have it around summertime. So we'll have to wait and see, of course, exactly what happens, but one of the most interesting things, and this is something that I was worried about myself, and one of the reasons why I did not order a ticket for the festival, is because would it still be valid? Because obviously I don't want to buy a ticket if they're just going to have to reimburse everyone anyway. But according to that email, and this is a direct quote, most likely it will happen late summer, early autumn, and of course, tickets and hospitality bookings will remain valid for the new date, end quote. So that is very good to know. If you have already booked for Goodwood, you don't need to worry, it's just going to be a different date. So of course, on the other hand, you might want to be a little bit concerned if you're planning a flight or a hotel, because that could be a little bit more awkward to change, but the tickets themselves basically are not changing. They're still going to be valid. Plus, according to that same email, if you've not yet bought a ticket for the festival and would like to know as soon as the new dates are announced, you can keep up to date with them by going to the Goodwood website and signing up for that. Now, they are still hoping to have the revival in September, and I believe the members meeting as well around the same time, but we'll have to wait and see as far as that. I've never gone to either of those myself, I'm more of a festival kind of guy, but it is good to know that they're not completely cancelling it, they're just waiting until a safer time, which of course is the smart thing to do. And I also find the end of the email very interesting, because it says specifically, these are dramatic and unbelievable times, but they will pass, and we are already trying to think about just how exciting it's going to be to welcome you all back to Goodwood for what perhaps might be the greatest event ever. So I find that very interesting. Of course, Goodwood is already an amazing event. If you've never been, it's hard to imagine how good it actually is, but it's basically the car mecca. Apart from going to the Sultan of Brunei's private 6,000 car collection, it's pretty much the next best thing. So of course it is nice to know that they plan to make it bigger and better because of the current events and the cancellations, and to try and improve everyone's mood when we finally do get around to doing it, and I think that's nice. It's the kind of thing that Goodwood is known for. It's a great event, it has a great atmosphere, and the way that they treat the people who are there I think is very impressive, compared to a lot of places where you feel like you're just a customer. It's not necessarily the same with Goodwood, and I like it and I respect it for that. But that's it for this bit of news. Of course, stick around on the channel for more, and I for one certainly do still plan to go to the festival as and when it becomes available. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.